All right, to get this started then, we are going to take this in toward the hurdler's pose this week. Or, if you know the Sanskrit, it's Ekapada Vinyasa 2. Hurdlers is easy to say, so I'll stick to that. And this is basically what people call the flying split. So this is going to go a lot into the inner thighs, definitely get in the hamstrings quite a bit as well. A general hip opener for sure. And if you're really open, you can take this to the point where it actually looks like a horizontal split. And that is the one demonstration I have here before we begin. So once we get into the main part of the flow, every sequence will bring you to the front of the mat at the very end, and we are going to come into this pose from this almost all fours position. So what will happen is you're going to have both hands down on the floor, one knee down, and you'll step one foot forward, keep it behind the wrist on that same side. And then before you come into this, and try to do this in sequence here so you got some possibility of balancing this pose. Even if your hips are tight, lift the heel of that front leg, keep the knee high outside the arm, and then you want to treat your arms like you come into chaturanga. Your shoulders go forward, pull the elbows underneath you. And this is going to be a little bit crucial here if you're actually going to balance this. Lean away from your front leg. So my left foot's forward. I'm bringing my right elbow underneath me and put my ribs on my right arm. Get your torso on one arm before you go anywhere else. And then from here, I'm going to lift my left foot and push my left leg into my left arm. And just go ahead and keep that knee bent. Now, if you wanted to stay here, this is fine. Try to keep your chest facing the floor. Press your leg into your arm. That could be enough as a hip opener. If you want to balance this, tuck the toes of the back foot, lift the knee. And then it's all physics from here. Lean forward, pull your chest forward. That will lift the back leg. And keep in mind, you don't want to just round your spine and hang your head down to the floor. You'll be flopping around and you'll never find your balance. You got to use a leverage. So you got to think like you're holding cobra, holding a back bend in the upper back. Bring your shoulders forward. And that's what shifts your weight so you can lift that back leg. If you can take it even further, extend the front leg as well. And I'm not open enough to actually make this a horizontal split, but you get the idea. It's definitely a hip opener once you come into this. And then after you held this for a few breaths, you'll take it to the Vinyasa. And you can just go ahead and step it back, come into chaturanga, and then we'll move to the Vinyasa from there. But just work things as best you can. Feel this out. There's no reason that you have to extend that front leg, especially if your hips are tight. You may not be open enough. So don't really get too cranked up and coming to any sort of perfect version of the pose. Work the hip opener. That's the primary reason of coming into this. So just feel things out and see how far you want to go. So to get started, bring yourself down onto your back. I want to start out opening at the hips. So I want you to come into happy baby right away. So go ahead, reach between your knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. And then stack your ankles above your knees and pull down. Now draw the knees down toward the floor as much as you can. Push your feet back up into your hands at the same time. And I know we're starting this out cold, so just go loose with this. Maybe even rock a little bit side to side, bringing one knee down toward the floor and then the other. You don't have to come down all the way. Just feel this out. Let the inner thighs warm up a little bit and open up. And then just go ahead, bring this into center so not rocking anymore. Now keep pulling down, but press your feet back up in your hands at the same time. Hold on to that tension here and just breathe. Take an inhale. Now the exhale, just slowly release your grip, but keep your legs lifted. Now go ahead, bring your hands or your arms behind your knees. Fold your legs completely. And maybe it's over the wrists or over the hands, and depends on what your proportions are here. But let your hands stay where they are. Let your arms go heavy. Let your shoulders sink down toward the floor. So that the weight of your arms still keeps the knees wide and keeps your knees pulling down. Now once you come into this, keep the shoulders down. Try to flatten out your spine and really just relax into the floor as much as you can. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And just start to deepen your breathing. So with the inhales, pull in as much as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. And when you exhale, just constrict the back of your throat to slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this here to start. And then take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, just open your eyes. Now go ahead, release your arms from underneath your legs like this. But still, keep your feet off the floor, keep your knees bent, bring your knees together as much as you can. And work to keep your thighs pulled in close. If you need to, you can lift your feet toward the ceiling. And we're going to move back and forth from here. So with an inhale, just reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, bring your arms down to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach long. With the exhale this time, bring your arms down, curl up as well, hold here. Keep your knees pulled in as close as you can. And go back and forth. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl forward, reach forward. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl, lift your head and shoulders. Inhale, roll this out. Now the exhale this time, curl and reach to the right of your legs. Inhale, roll out long. With the exhale, curl left this time. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl this left. Inhale, roll out. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl to the left side. Inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale this time, just curl back to center. Stay lifted here. Look forward. Try to pick your shoulders up a little bit higher. Keep the knees pulled in close. Take an inhale. Now the exhale, release your arms down to your sides. Bring your head down to the floor. And then with your palms down, go ahead, bring your arms further out to the side. So the arms are more or less about 45 degrees in relation to your upper body. Then keep your hands pressing down. Keep your shoulders grounded. Extend both legs up toward the ceiling. Belly pulled in, low back down. Just stay loose here to start. Move your toes. Roll out the ankles. Just wiggle your feet. And feel things out. And then go ahead, straighten this up as much as you can. So try to point your toes up toward the ceiling. Tense up the thighs, lock the knees, and if you can't straighten the legs completely, keep your ankles stacked over your hips here to begin and point the toes as much as you can. And then start to scissor your legs side to side. Go back and forth and reverse the cross as you're moving. Belly pulled in, low back down, and just start to feel the inner thighs working here as you move. Now keep the motion smooth as best you can. And then start to move the legs in more or less an arc that you're drawing with your big toes. Try to bring this out even wider. And a little bit longer front to back, but still keep going side to side. Keep crossing your legs back and forth. Maybe speed this up a little bit, but keep the movement smooth. And then go ahead, slow this down. Come back to center with the legs side by side. Belly pulled in, low back still on the floor. Now keep your right leg high, but bend your left knee, set your left foot down flat. Push your left foot to the floor. And now we're going to start to move the right leg to open up the hamstrings just a little bit. So point to the toes, tense up the thigh, lock the knee, or keep the leg as straight as you can. Bring the right thigh in line with the left. And now as aggressively as you can, you're going to kick toward your head, drawing in from the hinge of the hip so your thigh comes in toward your belly. And let's go back and forth here with your hands pressing down. So bring the foot toward your head for 1, and then for 2, for 3. Feel that in the back of the leg. For 4, and then for 5. Pull the thigh toward your belly for 6, and then for 7, for 8, and then for 9. Now for 10, and then go set the right foot down and switch this out. Right foot pushes into the floor. Left leg high, straighten as much as you can. Line up your thighs, and again, work to close the hinge of the hips. So bring your left foot toward your head for 1, and then for 2, for 3. Feel it on the back of your leg. For 4, and then for 5, for 6, and now for 7, for 8, and then for 9, for 10. And then switch it out. We'll take one more round. Left foot to the floor. Right leg high again. Straighten as much as you can. Reach to your big toe. Bring your thighs in line. And then again, kick it in for 1. And then for 2. For 3. And then for 4. For 5. And then 6. For 7. And now 8. 9. And then 10. Switch it out. Right foot down, left leg high. Reach to the big toe. Line up your thighs. And last time on this side for 1. And now 2. And then for 3. 4. Now for 5. And then 6. For 7. And then 8. for 9, and then 10, and switch it out. Left foot down, right leg high. Now extend your right leg as straight as you can, and this time flex the foot, sole of the foot faces the ceiling. If you gotta bend the knee, keep the ankle stacked over your hips. Now lift your head and shoulders, reach up with both arms. We're gonna go back and forth, reaching one arm at a time. I want you to work this as a twist. You're lifting from your shoulders rather than just reaching through your hands. On my count, start with the right hand. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on 1, keep reaching with your left shoulder high. Take an inhale. And exhale, release. Bring it all back down. Switch it out. Right foot to the floor, left leg up high. Now, straighten the leg as best you can. Keep the ankle stacked over your hip. Flex the foot so the sole of the foot faces up. Lift your head and shoulders. Reach up with both arms. Back and forth, reaching with your shoulders. Start with your left this time. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on 1, keep reaching with your right shoulder high. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come back down. Now once you're down, just go ahead, reach your arms out wide, fold your knees right and left for a moment here, just to loosen things up. And then go ahead, set your feet flat, bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees and squeeze in tight. Lift your head and shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. Now use this shape. Cross at the ankles, roll up to a seat. And then once you're up, let's set it up for reverse tabletop. Now feet in front of your hips width. Hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width. Palms down, fingertips forward if you can. You can always rotate your fingers to the sides, whatever your wrists allow. But push into the floor, lift your seat up off the mat. And let's go up and down. So with an inhale, press your hips high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink this down. Inhale, press this up again. And exhale, lower. Inhale, push your hips high. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift your hips. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push your hips high. Exhale, sink down. And then inhale, lift one more time and hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting. You can look forward, look up, or hang your head back. Keep pressing your chest up as well and just breathe. Take an inhale. With the exhale, come all the way down. Now once you're down, take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. And then we'll use this setup to take things deeper into the hips. So from here, just keep the feet where they are, hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width, and this time fingertips point to the sides, right and left for sure. Push into the floor, lift your seat up off the mat. And let's take a figure 4. So just bring the right ankle past your left thigh. Now curl the toes of the right foot, keep that foot tense, keep the knee out to the side. And if you're able to take this deeper, maybe walk the hands further forward. And feel that stretch on the right hip. Now you might feel that further without going too deep, so just take that to where you can. Keep the toes of the right foot curled. Now back and forth, lift your left heel and push both knees forward. Pull back in and set the heel down. Lift your left heel, push your knees forward again. And then bring it back down. Lift your left heel, push the knees forward. Come back down again. Lift the heel, knees forward again. And then come back down. Lift your heels, push your knees forward, hold here. Now keep the toes of the right foot curled. Try to engage your glutes. Push your hips up higher. And keep the right knee pressing down. Just breathe here. And then release. Both feet to the floor. Sink all the way down. Take a moment. Shake your hands out just a little bit. And let's set up for the other side. So again, hands behind the shoulders, fingertips out to the sides. Lift your seat up off the mat. And this time, bring the left ankle past your right thigh. Now curl the toes of the left foot. Keep the knee to the side. If you can take it further, start walking your hands forward and come into that deeper stretch with the legs crossed like this. Keep the toes of your left foot curled. Back and forth. Lift the right heel, push your knees forward. And then bring the heel back down. Lift the right heel, push your knees forward again. And then come back down. Lift the heel, knees forward. And then set the right heel down. Lift your heel, push the knees forward. And then set it back down. Now one more time, lift the heel, push the knees forward and hold. To go further, squeeze your glutes, push your hips up high. Press that left knee to the floor, keep the toes of your left foot curled. And then release. Bring the left foot to the floor, sit this all the way down. And take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. Once you're ready, cross with the ankles, come forward, your hands into all fours. And we'll take this into the wrist right away. Now just keep your hips stacked over your knees, but bring the hands in close, within about 2 hands lengths of your knees. Palms down, rotate your fingertips to the side and then in toward the knees as far as you can go. Now set your hands flat, spread the fingers wide, dig your fingertips down. And as you grip the floor, go ahead, circle your shoulders with wrists just to feel this out. And let that stretch move through the wrists and up into the forearms. Now, if you want to take this a little bit further, come into center. Step your right foot forward. Try to come past your right hand. And then bend the elbows and move around. Forward, back, side to side. You're still gripping the floor. Let that stretch move up into the forearms, and maybe you'll feel this in the inner thigh as well. And then go ahead, bring the right knee down. Take it on the other side. Left foot forward outside your left hand. And try to get past. And then bend the elbows, sink down. Start to move forward, back, side to side, still gripping with your fingers. And then go ahead, bring your left knee back down, come back to center. Now keep the hands close to your knees like this and flip them over. Backs of the hands down, palms up, the fingertips point toward the midline of the mat. Now spread your fingers wide and slide the hands together to interlace your fingers. Keep your fingertips pressing down. Straighten your arms as much as you can. Press your spine up high. And bring the hands in as close as you need. The closer you go, the less intense this will be. Now go ahead and move your shoulders side to side. Just feel this out. You can bend the elbows a bit. And then to loosen this up, keep that interlace, but go back and forth. Flip your hands over, palms down. And then flip them again, palms facing up. And just keep on moving back and forth like this. Now each time you reset your hands, spread the fingers wide, flatten your hands as much as possible. Try to straighten your arms, at least briefly, to where you can go. And then the next time your palms are facing up, hold here. Keep your fingertips pressing down. Keep your spine lifted. Now to take this a little bit further, just keep the hands as they are. Keep them tense. And move one leg at a time. Extend your right leg back to the left and touch your big toe down to the floor. And then set the right knee down. Left big toe over to the right side as far as you can reach. And then bring the knee down. Right big toe over to the left again. And then both knees down. Left big toe to the right side. And then bring that knee forward. Right big toe to the left one more time. Bring the knee forward again. Left big toe to the right one more time. And then set that knee down. Go ahead, come up onto the fingertips. And then down to your heels. Take a moment, shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. All right, once the hands are ready, come back to all fours. I'm going to take this down into a forearm plank. So I want you to bring both forearms down. And then step your feet back. Bring your body into line, feet about hips width distance apart. Keep your hands pushing down. Lift your spine up toward the ceiling. Now I want to take this to a side plank variation. Once you roll your heels over the right side, come up onto your left hand. Just keep your hips up high, and you can always stay here. This is good enough. Now if you want to take things further, bring the left hand to your hip. Further still, keep your right foot pushing into the floor. Maybe lift your left leg, bend the knee, and lift it up as high as you can. Keep the hips high. Now from here, bring the left big toe down behind you. And then bring the knee up, left big toe down behind, and then lift the knee, big toe down behind. Lift the knee up again, big toe down behind, and then lift the knee, big toe down behind. Lift the knee one more time, come into center, find that forearm plank. And then we'll take the other side, of course. So roll your heels to the left side this time, come up onto the right hand. Maybe stay here, just keep the hips up high. If you can go further, right hand to your hip. Further still, lift the right leg up, bend the knee, bring it up as high as you can. And then back and forth, big toe down behind you. And then lift the knee, big toe down behind. And lift the knee, big toe down behind. Lift the knee again, big toe down behind. And lift the knee, big toe down behind. Lift one more time, come back to that forearm plank. And then go set your knees down and come back up to all fours. Take a moment here to breathe. Now, one last thing before we move on to warm up the hips. From all fours, I want you to take this down into a lopsided setup. Sustain your left hand, but come down onto the right forearm. Right elbow to the side, right hand moves in the center, so that forearm's diagonal. Slide your left hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist, and keep the elbow pulled in. Keep your chest facing down. Put the weight to the right knee, hover the left, and keep your left knee bent. Left knee out to the side, high as you can lift. Fold the leg back in. Left knee out to the side again. And then fold the leg in. Left knee out to the side. Hold here. Keep your toes pointed left. Now keep that hip up high. Extend the left leg straight out to the side best you can. Bend the knee. Bring the heel back in. Left leg out to the side. Bend the knee, bring the heel in. Left leg out to the side. Bend the knee, pull the heel in. Now keep that knee lifted. With an inhale, extend the left leg straight back. Exhale, knee to left shoulder, bring it in close. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Now push that left leg into your left arm and keep your chest facing down. Feel that on the inner thigh. Now, if you can take it further, tuck the toes of your right foot. Maybe lift your right knee. We're going into an approximation here, that hard loose bounce. If you can take it further still, maybe extend your left leg as it pushes into your arm. When you're ready, release this. Bring everything down and come up to all fours. All right, let's take it on the other side. So once you're ready, bring your left forearm down to the floor. And stay in your right hand. So left elbow to the side, left hand moves into center. Slide the right hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist, and keep that elbow pulled in. Put the weight to your left knee, hover the right. Now right knee out to the side, lift up as high as you can. And then fold the leg in. Right knee out to the side. Fold the leg back in. Right knee out to the side. Now keep it lifted, keep your toes pointed right. Extend your right leg out to the side, keep that hip high. Bend the knee, pull the heel in. Right leg out to the side again. Bend the knee, bring the heel in. Right leg out to the side. Bend the knee, pull the heel in. Now from here, with an inhale, extend your right leg straight back. Exhale, knee to right shoulder, bring it in close. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Stay forward and push that leg into your arm. Keep your chest facing down. If you can go further, tuck the toes of your left foot. See about lifting your left knee. Maybe extend your right leg as you push into the right arm. And then release. Bring both knees down to the floor. Come up onto both hands. And just take a moment here. Move around and breathe. Now you can just stay here and breathing and always take another stretch if you like. Whenever you're ready, go ahead, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, and find your downward facing dog. Now look at how you set this up. Keep your hands shoulder width. Press into your palms so you can feel weight toward the base of your thumbs. And then sink your chest down low to the floor. As your chest sinks down, reach your hips up as high as you can. Now to keep your hips high, pulling from the belly around the low ribs, use your core to tighten up your midsection and lengthen your spine. And if your legs are tight, let that tension go. You can always bend your knees. Maybe just pedal this out and keep moving and stay loose. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep into the knees, let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round, let everything go long and loose, and let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. Maybe reach to opposite elbows. You can shake this side to side to loosen even farther. When you're ready here, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin and just restack your spine. Round this up to standing. Bring your head up last and then just open up your palms at your sides. Now with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach this up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in the knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift it up halfway, fingertips to the floor or to the shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Let's step this back to high plank. Now find your shape, wrist with the shoulders, palms pressed down, press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling, keep that lift. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line. Pull the elbows into your sides. Lower with control all the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows pulled into your sides. We'll take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. With the exhale, roll it back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, peel up one more time and hold here. Now keep your feet pressing down, keep your glutes squeezing. And then take the weight out of your hands. Pull the elbows to your sides, draw the shoulders back, look forward. Work to lift up a little bit higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll it back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, press your palms to the floor. We'll set this up for upward facing dog. When you're ready with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and lift your knees. To take it further, kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes, keep your hips pulling forward to deepen the arc. Lift with the arms and with the shoulders, keep your neck long, keep your chest pushing forward. Deep inhale. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in, hips up high, back to down dog. Paddle out here. Move your hips side to side. And let's take it through the sun salutation, steady movement here. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, standing, reach the arms up high. With the exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga is next. High plank to low. With an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. Exhale, pull your belly in, hips high to down dog. 2 more rounds, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or flip. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale to standing and reach up high. With the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank to lows next. With an inhale, open up, pelvis forward. And then with the exhale, draw it all in and bring your hips up. 1 last round, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach up high. Exhale, all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, pelvis forward. And then with the exhale, draw it on and lift your hips back up. And just paddle out and breathe here. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And move into a scorpion dog. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, stack your hips as much as you can. With an inhale, straighten this out, 3-legged dog. And with the exhale, just bring your foot down. Inhale the left leg high. Bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, open up on this side. With an inhale, straighten this out, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring the foot down. Now from your down dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. And then inhale, lift it up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And with the exhale, sink into chair. Put the weight to your heels. Bend your knees and bring your hips down low. Now feet within hips with distance not too wide. Big toes towards center. Bind this low. Bring your hands to your low back. So interlace the fingers, pull the palms toward each other. Keep your shoulders pulled back and keep your chest open. And then as you hold this, lift your toes up off the floor. Now back and forth. Roll this forward. Heels up high. And then set your heels back down. Forward again. Lift your heels. And then set them back down. 1 more time forward. Keep your heels high. Hold here. Keep the shoulders pulled back. Keep looking forward. And then just set your left heel down. Now when I take this down lower, weight stays on your left foot. Step your right foot back and across past the edge of your mat. Now hinge from the hips. Belly to your left thigh. Bring your right knee down low. And then press into your left foot. Step it forward. Come back to chair. Weight to your left foot. Right foot back and across. Belly to your left thigh. Bring the right knee down low. And then press into your left foot. Step this forward. Weight to the left foot. Right foot back and across. 1 more time. Belly to your left thigh. Sink your right knee down. And then push into your right foot. Step this forward back to chair. Put the weight to the right foot. Come to standing with your left knee high. And keep your right big toe pressing down. Now once you're stable, take an eagle bound with your legs. Left leg crosses tightly over the right. Squeeze the legs together. Let your hips sink low. You can always touch that left foot to the floor. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Keep your chest open. And if you want to go deeper, maybe hinge from the hips. But keep looking forward. You can bring your belly down toward your thighs. Keep breathing here. Legs are still squeezing. With your next inhale, straighten your right leg, lift your left knee, hold your balance. And then take it to a warrior 3. Now bend the right knee. Hinge from the right hip, extend your left leg back. Everything lifted comes into line. Maybe stay more upright. Bring it toward parallel to the floor to where you can. And try to keep your hips squared, keep your gaze forward, keep the shoulders pulled back. Now slowly from here to a high lunge, just bend the right knee, bring the toes, the left foot down behind it, and bring your torso upright. Take a moment to adjust. Deep into the right knee, left leg towards straight. Left hip pulls forward, right hip back. Keep your spine upright, keep your chest open. And let's take this into the back leg. Dip your left knee low just above the floor. And then lift straight up. Left knee down for 2. And then lift back up. Sink the left knee down for 3. Lift this up again. Left knee down for 4. And then lift back up. Sink down one more time. Just hover the knee up off the floor. Keep your spine upright. Look forward. Pulse that knee up and down on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's take it to a warrior 1. Put the weight to the right foot. Drop your left heel. And just take a moment to adjust. So it's a little bit different than that high lunge. Deep into the right knee, left leg straight. Both feet are flat with the left foot pointed to the side at least a little bit. Arrange this so you can square up the hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. So maybe make the stance shorter, maybe wider. Now keep your hips in place. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. With the exhale, elbows out wide, open up your chest and let your head fall back. With an inhale, reach this up, look forward. Exhale, open up again, elbows wide. Inhale, arms up high, look forward. Exhale, open up, elbows wide, hold here. Now draw the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. Keep your left hip pushing forward. With an inhale, reach up, look forward. And then bring your right hand to your hip. Bring the left arm down past your right thigh. We'll work this to a twist. And just come into about the wrist or so. Now pull your right shoulder back. Open up your chest to the right. Push that left arm into your right leg. This might be enough. If you can go deeper, keep your hips squared. But you can slide that left arm further down. Keep your right shoulder pulling back. This is plenty. Now if you can go further still, maybe reach your right arm high. But use that reach to pull the right shoulder back. Try to rotate your chest open toward the ceiling. And if you can keep your twist and you still want to go further, maybe start to straighten your right leg. Left hip pulling forward, right hip pulling back. Keep your chest open to the right and keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, release both hands down around the right foot. Slide the left foot back and lift your left heel. Come into low lunge. From here, we're going to take it to a side plank. Now the left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Slide the right foot back. Now you can keep one foot down. You can drop the left knee. You can stack your legs. Whatever keeps you up and keeps everything stacked. Reach your right arm high and keep your hips lifted. Now if you're going to move with this, bring the right hand to your hip. Right leg lifts off the left. Bend the knee. Bring it up as high as you can. Back and forth. Big toe down behind you. And then lift the knee. Big toe down behind. And lift the knee. Big toe down behind. Lift up one more time. Right hand forward, right foot outside your right hand. And we'll take this to a lizard variation. So slide that right foot forward toward the upper right corner. Ankle past the knees a little bit. Keep the right foot flat. Keep the inner thigh squeezing in toward your side. Now come down low inside the right leg. Bring your forearms down to the floor. And just keep your chest facing down. Keep the right leg squeezing in. You can drop your left knee, but keep it lifted if you can. Now, if you can take this further, see about reaching your arms out wide right and left. Right arm underneath your right leg. And if you want to bind it, you can wrap the right arm around the right thigh. Maybe take the full bind, reach with the left hand, find that grip. But wherever you take this to, keep your chest low, keep your chest facing down, and keep the right inner thigh squeezing in. Keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring yourself back up onto both hands. Go ahead, drop the left knee down. And then slide the right foot back, right foot behind the right wrist. And this puts us in that almost all fours position for hurdlers. Now lift your right heel, keep the knee high outside the arm, and then look forward. Think chaturanga, shoulders forward, pull your elbows underneath you. Put your ribs on your left arm. Right leg goes to the right arm, lift the right foot. Now look forward, try to keep your chest open. Lean forward if you're going to lift your left leg. And if you want to take it further, maybe extend your right leg as well. When you're ready, go ahead and take it through your vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, move around and breathe here. All right, taking it to the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high. And then bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, stack your hips and twist. With an inhale, straighten this out, three-legged dog. And then with the exhale, bring your foot down. Inhale your right leg high. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, open up on this side. Inhale, straighten your right leg, three-legged dog. And then with the exhale, bring your foot down. From your down dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale to standing, reach up high. And then with the exhale, sink back into chair. Put the weight heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Again, feet within hips width. Big toes point towards center, belly pulled in. Bring your hands to your low back. Find the interlace that feels strange this time. Pull the palms toward each other. Keep your shoulders drawn back and keep your chest open. Just look forward. Lift your toes up off the floor. Back and forth. Roll this forward. Bring your heels up high. And then set your heels down. Forward again, lift your heels. And then set them back down. Forward, heels up high, hold this here. Keep your gaze forward, keep your chest open, shoulders back. And then just set the right heel down. Now keep the weight on the right foot. Left foot back and across. Bring the belly to your right thigh. And then bring your left knee low to the floor. Press into the right foot, back to center, feet together. Put the weight to the right foot, left foot back and across. Belly to your right thigh, bring the left knee down low. Press into your right foot, come back to chair. Weight to your right foot, left foot back and across. Belly to your right thigh, sink this down low as you can. Press into your right foot, bring this forward again. And then once you're back in chair, put the weight to your left foot and come to standing with your right knee high this time. Now keep your left big toe pressing down. Once you're stable, take that eagle bind with your legs. Right leg crossing tightly over the left. Let your hips sink down. You can always bring the toes right foot to the floor. Shoulders pulled back. Keep your chest open, maybe hinge forward, and bring your belly toward your thighs. Keep breathing here and keep your legs squeezing. All right, with an inhale, straighten your left leg. Lift your right knee, come all the way upright. And then move into your warrior three. A little bend in your left knee. Hinge from your left hip, extend the right leg back, bring everything lifted into line. And come down to where you can toward parallel, maybe more upright. But keep your hips squared, keep your gaze forward, and keep your balance. Now slowly from here to your high lunge, just bend your left knee, bring the toes of the right foot down behind you, and bring yourself upright. Just adjust this. Deepen the left knee, right leg towards straight, right hip forward, left hip back, keep your shoulders pulled back and keep your spine tall. Work this into the back leg. Dip your right knee low just above the floor, and then lift back up. Right knee down for 2. And lift this up again. Right knee down for 3. Lift back up. Right knee down for 4. And then lift this up. Right knee down one more time. Hold here. Hover the knee up off the floor. Keep that right hip pushing forward. Pulse this up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now into your warrior one. Lean forward, left foot. Set your right heel down. And take a moment to set this up here. So deepen left knee, right leg straight. Both feet flat with the right foot pointed to the side. Be sure you can pull the right hip forward, left hip back, and go ahead, widen or shorten the stance as much as you need. Keep the hips down low. When you're ready with an inhale, reach up high. With the exhale, elbows out wide. Open up your chest, let your head fall back. Inhale, reach this up, look forward. Exhale, open up, elbows wide. Inhale, arms high, look forward. Exhale, open up and hold. Now squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other, keep your chest open. Push that right hip forward and keep breathing. With an inhale, reach up, look forward again. Bring the left hand to your hip, and then bring the right arm down past your left thigh. Now work the twist here, pull the left shoulder back, keep your right hip pulling forward. This is enough. And if you want to take it further, maybe slide the right arm further down. Keep your left shoulder high. Further still, you can reach that left arm up, but use that reach to pull the left shoulder back. Try to rotate your chest open toward the ceiling. Right hip pulling forward. If you can hold that twist and go further, maybe work to straighten your left leg. And keep in mind, every step of that is optional. Just keep your twist and take it to where you can. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bring both hands down. Lift your right heel, come into low lunge. And then from your low lunge, we'll take this into side plank, so the right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, slide the left foot back. One foot down, one knee down, or with your legs stacked. Just keep your hips high and reach your left arm high. If you're going to move, left hand to your hip. Lift the left leg off the right, bend the knee, and bring it up as high as you can. Now bring the big toe down behind you, and then lift the knee. Big toe down behind, and lift the knee. Big toe down behind. Lift up one more time. Left hand forward, left foot outside your left hand. Into that lizard lunge. Slide that left foot forward, ankle past the knee at least a little bit. Keep the left foot flat. Pull that thigh toward the side of your ribs. Come down low inside the left leg. Bring the forearms down to the mat. Now just keep your chest facing down. You can drop the right knee. Try to keep it lifted if you can. And keep the left thigh squeezing in if you want to go further. Maybe reach the arms out wide, right and left. And if you're going to bind it, you can wrap the left arm around your left leg. Maybe reach with the right hand and complete the grip. But again, stay low. Keep your chest facing down. And you want to feel the left thigh squeezing in. All right, from wherever you are, bring yourself back up onto both hands. And then pressing your palms, bring the right knee down to the floor. Now slide your left foot back, left foot behind your left wrist. Back to that almost all fours position. Lift your left heel, keep the knee high outside the arm, and then look forward. Go slow. Shoulders forward, pull the elbows underneath. Bring your ribs onto your right arm first. Left leg to the left arm, lift the left foot. And then look forward, lean forward if you're going to lift that right leg. Maybe extend your left leg as well. Take this to where you can go. When you're ready, move to another vinyasa. All right, let's take the next sequence. From your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, scorpion dog. Open up your hips as much as you can. With an inhale, straighten that leg through like a dog. And with the exhale, bring your foot down. Inhale the left leg high. Bend your left knee, hang your left foot right. Open up on this side. Inhale, straighten out through like a dog. Exhale, set the foot. From your down dog, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And then with the exhale, just sink the weight to the heels, bend the knees, and bring this into chair again. Now, once you settle in, bring the left arm across your low back. Both hands together at the right side, palms to touch, fingers interlaced, shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open, keep looking forward. And then lift your toes up off the floor. Roll this forward, lift your heels up high. And then bring them back down. Forward again, lift your heels. And set them back down. Forward, heels up high, hold here, keep the shoulders pulled back. And then just set your left heel down. Now keep the weight on the left foot. Right foot back and across, belly to your left thigh, bring the right knee down low. Pressing your left foot, bring it forward back to chair. Weight to your left foot, right foot back and across. Belly to your left thigh, bring the right knee down. And then step this forward again. One more time. Step the right foot back and across. Belly to your left thigh, bring the right knee down low. Press your left foot, come forward, feet side by side. Now push to the right foot, come to standing with your left knee high. Keep your right big toe pressing down, hold your balance. And then just take a standing twist. Now your left arm stays bound, but release the right hand. Take hold of the outside of your left knee. Now pull your left shoulder back, keep yourself upright, but open up your chest to the left side. Now, if you want to go further, maybe reach for that left foot and extend the leg, but stay upright and keep your twist. Still balancing here. Bring it back to center. Left knee lifted, hands together at the right side. Shoulders pulled back, bend the right knee, hinge forward, and extend your left leg. Come into that warrior three. Bring yourself down toward parallel with the floor. Square up your hips, keep looking forward. And then slowly, we're just going to open up to a straddle. Bend the right knee, bring the left foot down, and open up to the left side. So feet set wide, heels in, toes out, both legs straight. Just adjust this to where your hips allow. Keep your shoulders pulled back and keep your chest open. Take an inhale. Now, the exhale, hinge from the hips, look forward, come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. Exhale, hinge toward halfway down again. Inhale, bring this all the way back up. Now with the exhale, hinge toward halfway one more time, stay here. Now go ahead, release the right hand, reach for your left ankle. Bend your left knee and pull your belly into your left thigh, the inner left thigh. Draw the left shoulder back, look up toward the ceiling, and work this twist as you're leaning left. Now, if you want to take this deeper, keep bending into that left knee and sink down. Curl the toes of the right foot up off the floor. Maybe dig the inside edge of that right foot down and lift the sole of the foot. But feel that stretch on the right inner thigh. Keep your left shoulder high and keep breathing. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just bring both hands down to the floor. Lift your hips, shake your legs out for just a moment. And then while you're folded, we're going to take this to an extended side angle. Now pivot on the right heel, point the toes of the right foot to the front of the mat, bend that knee. Bring the right hand down inside the right foot. Now pivot on the toes of your left foot, slide that left heel toward the back, and set this up one line from the right heel to the left arch. Now keep your right hand flat, and then bring the left hand to your hip, stack the left shoulder above the right. Keep your torso pressing to the right thigh. And then go ahead, take it further. Reach your left arm high. Try to pull your left shoulder back and open up your chest toward the ceiling. Work to tuck the right hip under the left and just breathe here. Take an inhale. Now at the exhale, bring the left hand down, hands around the right foot. Lift your left heel, come into low lunge. And then we'll take it from here to your side plank. Now the left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot and slide the right foot back. One foot down, one knee down, maybe stack the legs. Just keep the hips high and reach the right arm high. If you're going to take it further still, right hand to your hip. Lift the right leg off the left, bend the knee and bring it up as high as you can. Now right big toe down behind you. And then lift the knee. Big toe down behind. Lift the knee. Big toe down behind. Lift the knee, stay here. Right hand forward, right foot forward outside the right hand. And we'll take another lizard variation. So slide the right foot forward, bring the ankle past the knee a little bit. Now this time curl the toes up of the right foot up off the floor, keep them curled. Roll to the outside edge of the foot so you can see the sole of the foot underneath. And then come down low, bring this down onto the forearms. Now this is good enough. Keep the right knee to the side, keep your chest low. You can drop the left knee, but keep it lifted if you can. If you want to go further, you can start to slide the hands a little bit further forward. And if you really want to take it deep, maybe reach the arms straight and stay on the fingertips. But keep your chest down low, keep that right knee out to the side, and just keep breathing here. All right, from wherever you are, come back up onto both hands just inside that right foot. Set your left knee down. Slide the right foot back behind the right wrist. Let's take it in that almost all fours position to hurdlers. Lift the right heel, keep the knee high outside the arm and look forward. Shoulders forward, pull your elbows underneath you. Bring the ribs to your left arm, right leg onto the right arm, lift the right foot. Look forward, lean forward if you're going to lift the left leg. Maybe extend your right leg as well. And then take it through another vinyasa here. All right, let's even all that out on the other side. When you're ready with an inhale, raise your left leg high. Bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, open up your hips as much as you can. With an inhale, straighten that leg through like a dog. With the exhale, bring your foot down. Inhale the right leg high. Now bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, open this up on this side. Inhale, straighten this out through like a dog. And then with the exhale, set the foot. From your down dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach up high. And then with the exhale, sink into chair one more time. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips low. And then once you're down from here, go ahead, bring the right arm across your low back. And both hands together at your left side. Palms to touch, fingers interlace, shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. Lift your toes up off the floor. And then back and forth, roll this forward, heels up high. Set your heels back down. Forward again, lift your heels up. And then set them back down. One more time, heels up high, hold here. and then just set the right heel down. Now keep the right foot flat, put the weight to the right foot. Left foot back and across, belly to right thigh. Bring your left knee down low. And then press into your right foot, step it forward, back to chair. Weight to the right foot, left foot back and across. Belly to your right thigh, sink your left knee down. And then bring this forward again. Weight to the right foot, left foot back and across. Belly to your right thigh, bring the left knee down low. Bring it forward one more time. And then keep the weight on your left foot, come to standing with your right knee high this time. Now keep your left big toe pressing down, right arm bound, release the left hand. Take your standing twist, left hand outside the right knee. Pull your right shoulder back, open up your chest as far as you can to the right. And this is enough. Just keep yourself upright and twisted. If you're going to go further, maybe reach for the right foot and extend the leg. Take that to where you can. Now still balancing, turn back to center, right knee lifted, hands together at your left side. Keep your shoulders pulled back and then bend your left knee. Now hinge the left hip, extend the right leg back, come into that warrior three. Bring yourself in line and then down toward parallel, hips squared. Now from here to that straddle stance, slowly bend your left knee, right foot comes down behind, open to your right side. And keep your feet set wide, heels in, toes out, both legs straight. Go ahead, adjust this. Now keep your shoulders pulled back and keep your chest open. When you're ready, take an inhale. With the exhale, lead with your chest, come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring yourself all the way back upright. Exhale, hinge forward toward halfway, down again. Inhale, bring yourself upright. And then with the exhale, hinge toward halfway and hold here. Now go ahead and release the left hand, reach for the right ankle. And then bend the right knee, come down low inside the right thigh, bring your belly to touch your right thigh. Use that bound right arm, pull the right shoulder back and look up toward the ceiling. Stay low to the right. Maybe sink further down. Now to take it further, curl the toes, your left foot up off the floor. And then dig the inside edge of that foot into the mat. Feel that stretch on the left inner thigh. Keep your right shoulder high and keep breathing here. Take an inhale. Now, at the exhale, bring both hands down to the floor, hips up high. Take a moment, shake out your legs. And then within that fold, let's take it to extended side angle. Now, pivot on your left heel, point the toes of your left foot to the front of the mat, bend that left knee, left hand inside the left foot. Pivot on the toes of the right foot and press that heel toward the back of the mat. One line from your left heel to your right arch. Now, with your left hand grounded, go ahead and bring the right hand to your hip, stack the right shoulder above the left, look up toward the ceiling. This might be enough. Go further, reach the right arm high, but try to pull the right shoulder back and open your chest toward the ceiling. Now take it further still, try to tuck the left hip under the right, and just stay open to the right side like this. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. Now the exhale, bring your right hand down, hands down around your left foot. Lift your right heel behind you, come into low lunge. And then one more time for that side plank, the right hand's your base. Now go ahead, roll to the outside edge of the right foot, slide your left foot back. Take the version that works and keep your hips lifted. Left arm reaches high. If you're going to move, left hand to your hip. Lift the left leg off the right, bend the knee and bring that up as high as you can. And then left big toe comes down behind. Lift the knee, big toe down behind. And lift the knee, big toe down behind. Lift up one more time. Left hand forward, left foot outside your left hand. And slide that foot forward, bring the ankle past the knee at least a little bit. Now this time, curl the toes, left foot up off the floor. Keep them curled, keep the foot tense. Roll to the outside edge and let that left knee go to the side. Come down low, bring this down onto your forearms. Keep your chest facing down. You can drop the right knee if you like, but keep it lifted if you can. Now if you're able to take this further, maybe slide the hands forward a little bit. Maybe straighten your arms and reach forward, stay on your fingertips. But keep the left knee out to the side, keep your chest low to the floor, and just keep breathing. Just take this to where you can go. All right, from wherever you are, come back up onto both hands inside that left foot, and then bring the right knee down to the floor. Slide your left foot back, left foot behind your left wrist. Almost all fours. Lift your left heel, keep that knee high outside the arm, and look forward. Now bring your shoulders forward, pull the elbows underneath you. Ribs to your right arm, left leg to your left arm, lift your left foot. Lean forward, bring the shoulders forward to lift the right foot up as well. And then maybe extend your left leg here. When you're ready, take it through your last vinyasa. All right, from your down dog, let's take half pigeon. With an inhale, raise the right leg high behind you. And then with the exhale, bring it forward, right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Bring your left knee down, left foot flat behind. Pull the left hip forward, keep it in line with the right, and keep your hips squared. Sink your weight down and look for at least some of that stretch on the right outer hip or toward the glutes. You can stay upright like this. You can go deeper toward the back bend, or you can melt this down. Just take it to where you need to here and breathe with this. All right, now if your hands are forward, walk them in close. We're going to take another pose. So once your hands are close, pull your belly in, back the hips up over your left knee. Step the right foot down between your hands. We're going to take this into a half split. Now keep your belly in contact with the right thigh. Walk your right foot forward. And then whenever you're ready, dig into the right heel, point the toes up toward the ceiling. Belly touching your thigh, look for the stretch on the back of the right leg and breathe into it. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Now, if you want to go deeper, and if you're going to straighten the leg, keep your belly in contact with the thigh. If you want the full split, you can tuck the toes of the left foot and lift that knee. As your hips sink down, still pull the right hip back, left hip forward, and just take things to where you can go here. Just breathe with this. All right, if you took it toward the full split, come back to the half split. Left knee underneath your hips. And then from the half split, both knees down, come into all fours. And then go ahead, tuck your toes. Hips up high, back to down dog. And we'll take it on the other side. Once you're ready with an inhale, raise your left leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left first foot ankle, somewhere behind the right. Right knee down, right foot flat behind. Pull the right hip forward, keep it in line with the left, sink your weight straight down, hips are squared. And find some of that stretch on the left this time, outer hip or toward the glutes. Now again, maybe stay upright, maybe go deeper toward the back bend. You can always melt this down low. And just take it where you need to here. All right, again for me, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. And let's move toward that half split. Pull your belly in, stack the hips over your right knee. Set your left foot down between your hands, belly in contact with your left thigh. Walk that left foot forward. And whenever you're ready, dig the left heel down, point the toes up, pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Breathe in that stretch on the back of the left leg. Now, if you're going to take it deeper, just keep the fold. You can tuck the toes of the right foot and lift your right knee. As your hips sink down, still pull the right hip forward and pull the left hip back. And just take things to where you can go here. All right, again, if you took the full split, come back to that half split. Right knee under your hips. From the half split, both knees down, all fours. And now from here, bring the legs out from underneath you. Come down onto your back. And then once you're down, pull your knees into your chest and just squeeze everything in tight. Let's take a supine twist. Release your left leg and extend it fully. Left hand to the right knee, right arm out to your side. Now go ahead, tuck your left hip underneath. Bring the right knee across your body. And just keep the right shoulder pushing down. Look for that stretch in the outer right hip toward your low back. Now, if you need more, you can press down with the left hand. Maybe extend your right leg. And if you want to take the second bind, you can bend your left knee, reach the right hand down. If you find the foot, kick into your hand. And however far you take your twist, keep your right shoulder pushing down toward the floor. And just breathe with us here. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this. Come back to center. Bring both knees in. And we'll take it the other way. So go ahead, extend your right leg this time. Right hand to your left knee, left arm to the side. Pull the left knee across your body, tuck your right hip underneath. Look over to the left. Now find that stretch in the outer left hip toward the low back on this side. To go further, you can press down with the right hand. Maybe extend your left leg. If you want the double bind, you can bend the right knee, reach your left hand down. If you do find that grip, kick into your hand. Wherever you take this to, keep your left shoulder pushing down and just breathe as you're twisting. Take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, just release. Come back to center. Bring your knees in side by side. And let's take it to happy baby again. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and draw down. So press your knees to the floor outside your ribs. Push your feet back up into your hands at the same time and keep the tension working both up and down. Work to flatten your spine. Bring your tailbone toward the floor. And if you want to take it further, you can rock this a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally from here, take a deep inhale, draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms to the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here. Let your body settle down into the mat. And just move bit by bit here, fingers and toes. Arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw it all back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull your knees up as well. And find your way up to a comfortable seat. Go ahead, ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. And then bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep inhale here, hold on to at the top. And then just let it all go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.